allCanes fan tradition since 1959, presents allCanes Radio, hosted by Brian the Beast London.
What he said dominate, and we not doing it. Let's go, man.
allCanes Radio is brought to you by allCanes, the #1 Canes apparel shop located at 5831 Ponce de Leon Boulevard in Coral Gables, just a stone's throw from the U. Call them at 800-226-4247. Download their iPhone app or go to allcanes.com. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at allCanes Radio. Now, let's take you inside the most colorful college football program of all time. Here's Brian, the Beast London. allCanes Radio is on now.
And a good evening, everyone. The Beast, Brian London, broadcasting live from Jungle Island in the heart of Miami, right here on Biscayne Bay. We are here at the annual Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony and banquet. And one of the inductees is nice enough to join us right now, sitting down here in our conference room. None other than, what did Coach Golden, we asked him about you today. Aside from calling you a legend, there was another word he used to describe you. I can't remember right now, but I chuckled.
A legend in his own mind.
Something like that. That is the voice, the sultry tones of Brett Romberg, who is joining us here on allCanes Radio. And Brett, what does this day mean to you, being inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame?
It's extremely special. It's something that I never really expected to happen. To tell you the truth, honestly, I really didn't. I think there's obviously the class that I came out of and a couple classes after, just absolutely loaded with talent. So it's just a huge honor, and I'm grateful.
And obviously you're going in with your pal Ken Dorsey, Coach Solinger. Not a bad crowd to go in with.
No, especially the guy that stuck his hand between my legs for 3 years running. Like the man has my scent for the rest of his life stuck to the back of his hand. It's absolutely spectacular.
You probably remind him of that often.
Oh, he smelt me as soon as he got in. He's just like, oh, I miss that.
Brett Romberg joining us here at allCanes Radio, one of the inductees tonight in the Sports Hall of Fame. Now, look, we know you're not shy. We know you're outgoing, but tonight, having all eyes on you, having to give a little speech and everything, are you a little nervous or?
I don't know. I might be a little bit. Everything has to be, I guess you can say, tailored to fit the audience.
Sure.
There's a lot of suit and ties out there tonight, so making everybody understand my quirky ways is going to be a little bit difficult, but I think we'll be all right.
I imagine somewhere in the crowd might be Arthur Francis Kehoe.
Oh! You addressed him properly. I love it. Yeah,
and
he's in there. He's in there.
I guarantee there'll be a homage.
There's definitely going to be an homage to AFK. There's no doubt about it.
Now, you were on the radio this morning on the ticket with my fellow coworkers Hawk and Zaz. You were talking about the amount of guests that you will have here tonight.
Yeah.
Some pretty good personalities in their own right.
Oh, definitely. You got Brian McKinney, who is the single heir and sole owner of the largest Michael Jackson Thriller jacket I've ever seen in my life, which he wore the other night. But then you got Jeremy Shockey, you got Sherko Haji Razuli, Joaquin Gonzalez, Jim Wilson. God, who else? I got quite a list.
You got a family here,
a couple
too.
tables. I got my family here. I got my neighbors here. I got some friends in the community. I got my mom. I got a little bit of people coming.
For you, when you come to an event like this and you see so many familiar faces, and it might take you back about a decade in your life, just do you get teary-eyed? Do you get happy? What's the emotions that run through your mind?
The day that I got the phone call, I was actually pretty emotional about it. I kind of pushed myself back a little bit and realized that, wow, this is something pretty special. And then I remember over the Christmas holidays there was Sports Illustrated calling, trying to do some articles on the 10-year reunion of what happened with that Ohio State game, and the reporter basically told me, he's like, look, I want you to know that everybody that I talked to, Antrell Roll, Kellen Winslow, all these people, they said that the greatest disappointment was that they didn't send you off with a national championship and stuff like that. Like really, like it breaks you down. Like it really, it's not about the football game. It's not about football itself. It's just about the people and the relationships that you develop,
Yeah, I had the opportunity, and one of the biggest honors of my life is being able to be around with you guys and traveling with you guys, and I don't think I've been around a tighter group of guys.
Yeah, it's
which if you think about why you guys were able to be so good, that probably has a lot to do with it.
There's no doubt in my mind. Every locker room I've been in the NFL, it's the stories, the camaraderie, even the stuff going back to the school after you're done playing there and working out there every off season, it just doesn't happen at any other school in America. It really doesn't. Superstar NFL athletes that come out of predominant programs like the USCs, the Florida States, the Ohio States, the Michigans, it's not the same college experience as we had here.
Can you give us a little preview of, you don't have to give us a speech, but might we relive any moments during your time at the podium?
No, because I've been instructed to try to keep it relatively short. There is a few flashbacks, obviously. I got to take a shot at my boy Kenny once in a while.
Of course.
It's been 10 years,
right.
You know, so I need to slide one in on him there. But it's pretty PG rated. Couple one-liners in there to keep the crowd pumping a little bit, but ultimately it's an honest, rewarding speech.
Just, I mean, obviously, you know, Al had so many great things to say about you this morning. Everyone that you talked to has great things. I talked to Coach Kehoe about you, had great things to say. But obviously, I don't think you'd be here if it weren't for a guy like Casey Jones or some of the guys that came before you.
Exactly.
And that's part of this is, you know, it's that all that tutelage being handed down from guy to guy.
That's what a lot of people don't realize. It didn't start with our generation.
Right.
Like, it didn't start with the 98, 97 classes. It was stuff that happened with the 95, the 96 guys. I address it in my speech how we're ruthless. We really are. Once we get around each other, nothing is off the table. Mothers, girlfriends, sisters, everything is a go. We emotionally, verbally assault and break each other down in order to build each other up. And it's twisted, it's jacked up, but you really develop the skin you need to develop in order to play at this school.
You got to Miami via Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The road was an interesting one, but I take it you look back with no regrets.
Zero. And again, it's something that I've said time and time again that I've asked a lot of the guys that I play with, a lot of the superstars, you know, the Jeremys, the Ed Reeds, those guys, and we would all give it all back, everything, all the money, everything, to go back and relive those 3, 4, whatever years they played at the University of Miami, just to do it all over again, because it's a time in your life that you'll never replace.
Is Jeremy the craziest person you played with?
Absolutely. To this day, psychologically, there's no doubt in my mind.
But I feel like when he got to school at UM, he was just like some hick from Oklahoma.
Yep.
And I don't know when it changed. I don't know if it was being drafted in the NFL. I don't know if it was after the catch where he stuck his hands up. I don't know what the deal is. But he is not the same person that got to Miami from Oklahoma.
No, definitely. He's a total different animal. I think the fact that when he was at Miami, I think they actually locked the cage on him. And he was in the cage, you know, for his few years at Miami. And then I think he just unleashed in Manhattan. Absolutely exploded in Manhattan.
Well, I mean, it's just remarkable. The run that you guys went on, all the characters, we go down the list. It was just a sensational time in Miami football. We wish you all the best, man. I know if anyone is looking forward to a speech, everyone is we've honed in on yours. We got a lot. I mean, there's some Vegas odds on your speech.
I can't upset. I can't.
Yeah,
upset.
you're gonna have to impress out there.
But bring the thunder.
Brett, we always enjoy talking to you, man, and we're honored that you're here tonight, and we're so happy for you that you're getting this honor bestowed on you to go into the Sports Hall of Fame. No one deserves it more than you, so congratulations on that honor.
Thank you.
Brett Romberg joining us here on allCanes Radio. We're going to take a break. We'll have more from Jungle Island right after this on allCanes Radio.
You're listening to allCanes Radio.
You're a Canes fan, and you want the best gear. Well,